Hello, my name's Andrew from i4 Automation. Today I'm going to talk to you about the V120 that is no longer manufactured. It's no longer manufactured, it's no longer available for sale. It is replaced by either the black V130 or the slightly older silver bezel version. I say it's older because this one came first and this one came out later. The products are actually identical, so the cutouts are the same, the DIN rail mounting is the same, they are physically the same product. On the V120, the I/O count is subtly different on the V130. There are different options. So you need to talk to us just to make sure we can get you the closest match. I'm pretty sure most of them will be able to replace most of the others, but there's always going to be cases where they don't. Now, with the replacements, the software will need rewriting. I'm more than happy to help you with that. We need to get a copy, obviously, of the program out of the V120 so we can do that, or at least understand the control process. As I say, these two are DIN rail mounted, but they just don't come with a clip. So you need to ask us for that if you're replacing a V120, if you need a clip. We can get those from the factory. If you need to add CAN bus to these, we can add it in the top, because I know a lot of the V120s come with CAN bus. We've been in business for 17 years and we've never sold a customer a V120. We've supplied it, they've come to us with a part number and said, look, I want a replacement, so we have supplied it. And yes, we have got some stock in place. This is a T38, so that's 38 inputs and outputs. And that's in stock, as you can see by the box. It is old stock. This is the more modern stock. This is for the black one. And then we've got the silver one. They used to make some nice colourful boxes, but like everything, I guess they reduced their costs and brought those down. The other item that we're no longer manufacturing is the EX-RCI. Now the EX-RCI is a CAN bus expansion. So you can add Vision I/O to this and connect it to the PLC. Now that's a Vision PLC or a Unistream PLC, and that allows you to have distributed CAN bus networked from the PLC. So this is no longer made. I believe it's a problem in obtaining the chips. Possibly it's not a big seller, or possibly just the cost of getting the chips at the moment. It's just so expensive with AI. Now to replace this, what we're recommending is use a V130 with a CAN bus card. This is on a Vision system, so the V130 CAN bus card. Now, the normal expansion on these units is on the side here. Now, this gives you Ethernet or 485 comms on the side. It comes with a 232 on there, and USB on the newer ones. But the CAN bus goes in the top, so even if you have Ethernet or something else connected to the side, you can actually expand it. And you can add more I/O via the plug here, so this expands onto DIN rail mounted I/O. Has the clip on the back so it can go DIN rail mounted, just as the EX-RCI. It's a little bit bigger, so it's going to have a little bit more real estate. Although if you put it onto DIN rail, the actual size is quite minimal in terms of how much bigger that is. I know it is bulkier, but the DIN rail footprint, the DIN rail ground that it uses is about the same. So you could replace one with the other. If you have the Unistream, you've got a couple of more options. You've got the TCP to the TCP units, which are Ethernet, but you can change this header for a CAN bus header, and then you can connect your I/O, change your I/O modules and connect those up. So it's really a matter of looking at the application and seeing what's most cost effective. So we have, this is, as I say, what we call our Ethernet I/O module, and we can replace the Ethernet I/O with a CAN bus module and connect some I/O to it, so that's also an option. And there's quite a lot of different I/O modules here, including 16-bit on this. This is a very popular product. As I say, we're running a promotion. We're going to help customers upgrade and move on to that, and we'll give you a trade-in on your old product. We'll also help you transfer onto the newer products. As I say, my name's Andrew. This is i4 Automation. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.